Sir Topham Hat, who is your favorite Thomas and Friends Mega Bloks character? All the engines are really useful engines. Except for Diesel 10. What? And now let's look at our special Thomases. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a ring around the Rosie. Hey, and welcome to Trains Are Fun. Today we're going to be looking at Thomas and Friends Mega Bloks. I have a really large collection of Thomas and Friends Mega Bloks characters, and I want to show you all that we have, at least all that I could find in my collection. And we're going to tell you which is our favorite, and maybe you can tell in the comments below as we go through this which one is your favorite. And right now there are basically three different main styles of Thomas and Friends Mega Bloks characters. The early days it was just like this, the brick built. Some had a few more pieces than others. The later ones you didn't need as many pieces to build it. They're more on the scale of Trackmaster. In fact, they fit on Trackmaster Thomas Wooden Railway track. That's why they were designed like this. Today we got this, and I don't know why I just sounded like Mr. Haney, but today we got this, and I don't like it. They're not very sturdy, but they are designed for the primary audience of Thomas and Friends, the preschool. But I don't like it, and it's more comparable to the size of the Duplo. But to me, the Duplo, even though they only made a few sets and a few characters, I think it was a better looking product. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Do you like the old Duplo or the new Mega Bloks? I think the answer is easy. And then they made one larger scale Mega Bloks, and it was just this one Thomas character. You can actually rebuild this into like a station or something. But I like to keep it just built as Thomas. So that's the three main styles. And we'll start with the smaller one since this is my favorite. Let's start with the number one engine, Thomas. There's a Thomas. This is the three-piece Thomas. He only needs 3 pieces to build it. This one is 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so there's Thomas and Thomas, 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 Thomas. Oh, it's Thomas, Thomas. He comes in a lot of sets. Thomas, Thomas, Thomas. Thomas, 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 Thomas. What on earth, Thomas? How many of there are you? Thomas, Thomas, and Thomas. I think that's all the regular Thomases. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 Thomases. Now let's look at our special Thomases. Motorized Thomas, Racing Thomas. Oh, wait a minute. Racing Thomas was backwards. This is built wrong. That's the Racing Thomas. A Celebration or Party Thomas. A Dirty Thomas. A different Dirty Thomas. Another Party Thomas. A Woodsy Thomas. And another Celebration Thomas. 5 Thomases. Let's do a Thomas parade. Let's see if this works. Go this way, Thomas. Ring around the Rosie. Whoa. Yeah, that's a ring around the rosy. Uh-oh. Whoa. Let's try to go in order, or as best I can. The next one is Edward, the number 2 engine. After Edward, you have Henry, the number 3, and an extra number 3 Henry. These are all pretty hard to find, actually. So Edward and Henry. What comes next? I forgot, we also have a sealed Henry. It's at 10530. Nice. That's right. The big blue Gordon. We got 2 regular Gordons and a streamlined racing Gordon. Actually, it's just a racing Gordon. Pretty cool. Next up, mind my paintwork. A shiny red James the Red Engine. A red James the Red Engine? Yeah. We got 3 of those, plus a sealed one. It's at 1054. I like to keep this sealed since I already got these others out here. But that is James the Red Engine. Next up, probably my favorite character in the Thomas and Friends franchise. It is Percy. And we got 1 Percy, 2 Percy, 3 Percy, 4 Percy, 5 Percys, ha ha ha, 6 Percys, ha ha ha, 7 Percys, 8 Percys. That's the regular Percys. We also have this festive starry Percy, a muddy Percy, another dirty Percy. Seems like that should have some dirt on it right there. This may not be the right one. I can't remember. Have to go look at the video. And then a male Percy. We should have more with male. I think there's one more that they made that somehow I do not have. A male with a male logo on the side. But that is the number 6 engine, Percy. Next up we have Toby, number 7. There's 2 different styles here. We got this one that's got 4 pieces or 5 pieces. It's 5 pieces, and this one has 3 pieces. So that's Toby the Tram engine, the number 7 engine. Oh, I forgot I had a Toby. I should have covered that back when we did Toby, but there is a set with Toby. All right, so they made no Duck, they made no Donald, and they made no Douglas, and they made no Oliver. So we'll just go through then the next characters that we have in any particular order. First we'll do Devious Diesel. There's 1 Diesel, 2 Diesel, 3 Diesel, Vin Diesel. No, 4 Diesel. Sorry. So we got that's Devious Diesel. Is that all the Devious Diesel I have? I think so. More Diesels? No, this is Diesel 10. Pinchy is broken on this one. This one's complete. So that is Diesel 10. I wish they made more of these in different forms, especially HO scale. Any model railroad scale would be great. Emily can do it. Look, it's excellent Emily times 2. What else do we have? We got narrow gauge, Victor, and Victor. We also have Rusty and Peter Sam. What other locomotives and things do we have? We got a Scruff. Oh, speaking of Scruff, we also have Scruff still in the box, which is pretty cool. And what else do we got? Oh, we can also do this one. Actually, we'll get to these others. Let me set these to the side. Here we go with Den, Dart, Dart. Or, uh-oh, he just fell on the floor. Where you going, Dart? How about Dart, Den, Dart? Stanley, Whiff, one of my favorites. Charlie, Charlie, don't bite nobody's finger. And a set that features Charlie. with a giraffe. I think we built one of these, so this is an extra one, I do believe. But that's our Charlies. We got 3 Charlies plus Whiff and Stanley here. Next up, we got Stephen the Rocket and Salty. I cannot find a Salty that I have not built. I mean, that I have built. That didn't sound right. Yes, so the only Salty I have is this sealed one, which I have not opened. I'm still going to be looking to see if I can get one so I can keep this sealed in the package. All right, here are a couple of the hardest ones to get. By far, the hardest of all is Spencer. Very, 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 very hard to find anymore. And also, not as hard to find, but very, very, very expensive is Rosie. And how could I ever forget Mavis? I almost left Mavis out of this collection. This is another one of those that's really hard to find. Very nice Mavis. I hope I built it right. Some of the other characters we have, Marion. Kevin! Skiff. Sir Topham Hat. Harold. My other brother Harold. He's right there, Harold. And how could we forget Annie, Clarabelle, Extra Annie, Butch, Birdie, and a troublesome truck. Now, Cranky. This is from the motorized set with Cranky. This is probably my favorite Cranky, the dark green Cranky. And this is the Kmart Cranky with a paper face. So we have a lot of locomotives, but very hardly any cargo cars. But here's the number train. Got 3 cargo cars. I put all the numbers on those 3. We got the Sodor Water Company. We got the Sodor Iron Works. There was supposed to be something to go on there. We got the Sodor Lumber Company. We got this little mill or whatever car. Here's a mill car. We have another cargo car. A log car. Sodor Mining Company. We have a tar oil car or whatever. We have another mill cargo car. We have a green cargo car. This one's from the Pirate Treasure set, treasure chest, cargo car. And then the, oh wait, let's do this. We got this with the, it's a flat car with the crates on it. A lighter green cargo car. And then a gray cargo car, another gray cargo car, another gray cargo car, another gray cargo car, another gray cargo car. And don't tell anybody, Rosie. So to finish up with this collection, we got again the big giant Mega Bloks Thomas, and then the preschool ones. We got James there, the Barley, Percy, a Rescue Thomas. We got Toby, the tram engine. We have Harold. Did you see Harold? I don't know if I showed him too fast. He looks like one of those cats that got his tail bit off. We got a Racing Thomas. We have a male, or what is that on here? I don't know what it is. It's Thomas carrying something, and we have a Devious Diesel. I just realized I don't have the regular Percy or the regular Thomas. So I need to get those. Those are you can buy individually at places like Target and Walmart. So one more thing to look at. We got this box of incomplete items. We got part of Percy. Here's the base of Thomas. I actually put Thomas. This is most of Spencer. I'm just missing his head. I probably should keep looking for that. We got most of Diesel. He's missing the middle block. And most of Salty. This is, I'm just missing one piece for Salty right there. So might go back on eBay and start looking for more of those. Try to complete up some of these or look for incomplete lots. And I need to look for another male Percy with the male logo on the side. But that's some of the just random pieces there. So there you have it, our Thomas and Friends Mega Bloks train collection. What do you think? How many are there? I lost track when I was counting. So what's your favorite? What do you think of these big ones? I don't really like those. I do like that big one. I love these compared to those, absolutely. But my favorites, I love the Spencer and Rosie and Whiff. But, there may be others here that you like. There's some that are pretty unusual and hard to find, like Den there, Rusty and Peter Sam, and even Scruff is kind of hard to find. Rosie and Spencer, some of the hardest, but Butch is also hard to find. But anyway, that is my collection. Tell me what you think, and what should we do in the next video? Thanks for watching so much. This trains are fun. Bye.